In the dimly lit laboratory of GenoCorp, Dr. Elena Simmons toiled tirelessly, her eyes glazed with exhaustion as she peered through the microscope. The atmosphere hummed with anticipation and tension, a silent symphony of impending discovery. For years, the world had been grappling with the repercussions of climate change, political turmoil, and economic unrest. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of genetic engineering. It promised to revolutionize medicine, eradicate diseases, and usher humanity into a new era of health and prosperity. Elena, a brilliant virologist, had dedicated her life to this cause. Her mission was noble, her intentions pure. But as she delved deeper into the intricate dance of DNA, she unwittingly unleashed a force beyond her control. It began as an innocuous experiment, a quest to engineer a virus capable of targeting cancer cells with surgical precision. Months turned into years as Elena and her team toiled relentlessly, inching closer to their elusive goal with each passing day. But in their pursuit of scientific glory, they failed to foresee the consequences of their actions. The virus they created was not bound by the constraints of morality or empathy. It was a relentless predator, a harbinger of chaos lurking in the shadows of progress. As the days turned into weeks, whispers of a mysterious illness began to echo across the globe. At first, it was dismissed as a passing flu, a minor inconvenience in the grand tapestry of human existence. But as the death toll rose and cities descended into chaos, the world recoiled in horror. The virus, dubbed Pandora's plague by the media, spread like wildfire, defying all attempts at containment. Governments scrambled to enact quarantine measures, scientists raced to develop a cure, but it was already too late. In the blink of an eye, the world as we knew it ceased to exist. Streets once bustling with life lay empty, skyscrapers stood as silent sentinels of a bygone era. Humanity, once the masters of their destiny, now cowered in the shadow of an invisible enemy. And amidst the chaos, Dr. Elena Simmons stood at the epicenter of the storm, haunted by the realization that her quest for salvation had unwittingly sown the seeds of destruction. As the world teetered on the brink of oblivion, she could only watch helplessly as the virus she had unleashed upon the world consumed everything in its path. In the wake of the viral onslaught, the world descended into a state of frenzied desperation. Panic and paranoia gripped the hearts of the masses, turning neighbor against neighbor, friend against friend. Elena watched in silence as the once thriving city streets transformed into desolate wastelands, haunted by the ghosts of a civilization on the brink of collapse. The hospitals overflowed with the sick and the dying, their anguished cries echoing through the corridors like a lament for the world that was lost. For weeks, Elena and her fellow scientists worked tirelessly, their days blending into nights as they searched desperately for a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. But with each passing day, their resolve wavered, their optimism shattered by the harsh reality of their situation. The virus was unlike anything they had ever encountered, its genetic makeup a twisted labyrinth of complexity and malevolence. It seemed to evolve and adapt with each passing moment, defying all attempts at containment or eradication. And yet, amidst the despair, a faint beacon of hope emerged on the horizon. Hidden deep within the annals of history, buried beneath layers of secrecy and subterfuge, lay the key to humanity's salvation. Elena's research led her to a long-forgotten laboratory buried beneath the ruins of an ancient civilization. There, amidst the crumbling remnants of a bygone era, she discovered a serum unlike any other. A potent concoction of science and myth, whispered of in hushed tones by those who dared to believe in the impossible. With trembling hands and a heart heavy with anticipation, Elena set to work unraveling the secrets of the serum. For days, she pored over ancient texts and cryptic manuscripts, piecing together the fragments of a puzzle lost to time. And then, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a breakthrough. A revelation so profound, so awe-inspiring, that it threatened to shatter the very foundations of reality itself. The serum held within it the power to neutralize the virus, to restore balance to a world teetering on the brink of oblivion. But with great power came great risk, for in the wrong hands, the serum could unleash untold devastation upon an already fractured world. And so, with a heavy heart and a steely resolve, Elena vowed to protect the serum at all costs. For she knew that the fate of humanity rested in her hands, and that only through sacrifice and perseverance could they hope to emerge from the ashes of their own destruction. As the days stretched into weeks, Elena and her small band of scientists worked tirelessly to harness the power of the serum. Every moment was fraught with tension, every discovery tinged with the bitter sting of uncertainty. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. The serum, once little more than a whisper in the wind, now stood as humanity's last line of defense against the encroaching darkness. With each passing day, Elena felt the weight of the world pressing down upon her shoulders. The responsibility was immense, the stakes higher than she could have ever imagined. But she refused to yield to despair, refused to let fear dictate the course of her destiny. Together with her team, she labored day and night, pushing the boundaries of science and reason in their quest for salvation. But even as they toiled, the world outside grew ever more hostile, ever more unforgiving. Riots erupted in the streets, fueled by desperation and despair. Governments crumbled beneath the weight of their own incompetence, their once mighty armies reduced to nothing more than a shadow of their former glory. And amidst the chaos, a new threat emerged. A shadowy cabal bent on seizing control of the serum, wielding it as a weapon to bend humanity to their will. Their motives were shrouded in darkness, their intentions as murky as the depths of the abyss. But Elena refused to be swayed by their lies, refused to surrender to the darkness that threatened to consume them all. For she knew that the serum held within it the power to heal, to restore, to rebuild. And so, with unwavering determination and a heart ablaze with hope, she vowed to protect the serum at all costs. For she knew that the fate of humanity hung in the balance, and that only through unity and sacrifice could they hope to prevail against the gathering storm. As the world teetered on the brink of oblivion, Elena and her team found themselves locked in a desperate struggle against forces beyond their control. The shadowy cabal, their ranks swollen with the dispossessed and the disillusioned, moved swiftly and decisively to seize control of the serum. But Elena refused to yield to their tyranny, refused to bow before the whims of madmen drunk on power and ambition. With each passing day, the stakes grew higher, the danger more imminent. In the dead of night, as the city lay shrouded in darkness, Elena and her team launched a daring raid on the cabal's stronghold. The air crackled with tension as they fought tooth and nail against overwhelming odds, their every move a dance of life and death. But even as they battled against the forces of darkness, a new threat emerged from the shadows. A rogue faction within their own ranks, driven by greed and a lust for power, sought to claim the serum for themselves. Betrayal hung heavy in the air as alliances shattered and loyalties were put to the test. And amidst the chaos, Elena found herself torn between duty and desire, between the greater good and the temptations of her own heart. But in the end, it was not strength or cunning that carried the day, but the indomitable spirit of humanity itself. With courage as their shield and hope as their sword, Elena and her team emerged victorious, the serum once again secure in their hands. But victory came at a price, a toll paid in blood and sacrifice. Friends were lost, sacrifices made, but through it all, Elena remained resolute in her determination to see the mission through to its bitter end. For she knew that the road ahead would be long and fraught with peril, that the shadows of the past would not easily be cast aside. But with the serum as their beacon and humanity as their guide, they marched ever forward, towards a future uncertain but filled with promise. With the serum once again in their possession, Elena and her team embarked on a perilous journey to unlock its true potential. Every step was fraught with danger, every discovery a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. But as they delved deeper into the mysteries of the serum, they uncovered a truth more profound than they could have ever imagined. For hidden within its molecular structure lay the key to not only curing the virus, but also unlocking the secrets of immortality itself. The revelation sent shockwaves rippling through the scientific community, sparking a debate that would rage for generations to come. For some, the prospect of eternal life was a tantalizing dream, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by despair. But for others, it was a curse, a blight upon the very essence of what it meant to be human. And amidst the chaos of conflicting ideologies, Elena found herself torn between duty and desire once more. But as the world outside descended into madness and chaos, she remained steadfast in her resolve. For she knew that the true power of the serum lay not in its ability to grant immortality, but in its capacity to heal the wounds of a broken world. And so, with unwavering determination and a heart ablaze with hope, Elena and her team set to work unraveling the secrets of the serum. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, as they pushed the boundaries of science and reason to their very limits. But even as they labored tirelessly, the world outside grew ever more hostile, ever more unforgiving. The virus continued to spread, its tendrils of darkness reaching ever further into the heart of humanity itself. And amidst the chaos, a new threat emerged on the horizon. A force so ancient, so malevolent, that it threatened to consume everything in its path. But with the serum as their shield and humanity as their guide, Elena and her team stood ready to face whatever darkness awaited them, secure in the knowledge that they fought not for themselves, but for the future of all mankind. As the world stood on the precipice of annihilation, Elena and her team raced against time to unleash the full potential of the serum. The fate of humanity hung in the balance, a fragile thread woven amidst the chaos and despair. With each passing moment, the virus tightened its grip on the world, its tendrils of darkness spreading ever further into the heart of civilization. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged on the horizon. For deep within the bowels of GenoCorp, amidst the flickering lights and the hum of machinery, Elena and her team made their final stand. With trembling hands and a heart ablaze with determination, they unleashed the power of the serum upon the world. And in that moment, as the air crackled with energy and the ground trembled beneath their feet, the tide began to turn. The virus, once a relentless predator stalking the shadows, faltered and fell, its hold on humanity slipping away like grains of sand through an open hand. But even as victory beckoned on the horizon, a new threat emerged from the depths of the abyss. A force so ancient, so powerful, that it threatened to consume everything in its path. For the serum, it seemed, was not the salvation they had hoped for, but a curse disguised as a blessing. Its power, unleashed upon the world, awakened something dark and malevolent, something beyond their wildest nightmares. And amidst the chaos and despair, Elena stood alone against the gathering storm. Her heart heavy with sorrow, her spirit battered but unbroken, she vowed to fight on until her dying breath. For she knew that the true battle had only just begun, that the shadows of the past would not easily be cast aside. But with courage as her shield and hope as her sword, she marched ever forward, towards a future uncertain but filled with promise. And as the sun rose on a world reborn, Elena and her team stood as beacons of light amidst the darkness, their hearts aflame with the fire of 1,000 suns. For they knew that as long as there was hope, as long as there was love, humanity would endure, steadfast and unyielding, against the ravages of time and the trials of fate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more stories. Until next time, take care and keep watching.